I was 3 years of age when I saw snow fall for the first time, and I was determined to keep watch until it arrived. Enduring endless hours sitting by the open bedroom window late at night paid off. Even the bitter breeze felt good as it froze my nose and ears until they tingled. When those soft, fluffy flakes fell from the moon-kissed darkening clouds, I witnessed a beautiful sight. My blackened world of bombed outhouses was transformed into a white glaze of icing on this giant Christmas cake. Everywhere and everything became quiet. A lone couple fought their way home through the oncoming blizzard and noticed my skinny frame silhouetted at the open bedroom window. They pointed at me and I just stared at them. Maybe they thought I might jump out, I mused. The woman banged on the front door with a God Almighty wallop. I was feigning sleep when my mother rushed into the bedroom. She gently closed the old and rusting metal frame window. It creaked and she sighed. I could hear her shivering as she lovingly tucked me in. It seemed an age before I could hear the telltale snores, one high, one low. I was soon nudging my nose against a window, transforming into a winter wonderland of pirouetting snowflakes. I dragged the coarse army-issue brown blanket off the bed and wrapped it around my shoulders for warmth. I wanted the scene to go on forever. I felt at one with nature and merged with a thickening cascade of snow descending over the surrounding streets and gardens. It was truly magical. I didn't want to sleep. What was the point when a new world was opening up before my eyes? I began to shiver and my teeth chattered uncontrollably as I gently closed the window. It creaked annoyingly and echoed loudly. I was sure it would wake my parents. I hovered for a moment and listened. One high, one low. One high, one low. I was saved by the snores and prepared to dive into bed quickly, but an odd force held me back. I suddenly became fearful and felt a presence in my room. A vision of my furious father filling the doorway flashed through my mind. I nervously looked over my shoulder and glimpsed a strange sight in the corner of my eye. I quickly pulled the blanket over my head as panic began to take control of my body. It took some time to pluck up courage and peer over the prickly edges of the old, worn-out army surplus blanket. I physically stopped myself from screaming and instantly covered my head again. It could not be real, I thought. An attractive lady and a young boy stood motionless by the bedroom door. They stared impassively straight at me, and I could almost see through them. I was frozen with fear. I closed my eyes and prayed they would disappear. They were so white. Maybe they were snow people, I thought. I waited for what seemed an eternity and wished hard for them to go away. With trembling hands, I slowly pulled the blanket below my left eye and peeked again. My lips quivered. The ghostly pair was still there. The youngster was playing with some wooden toys my uncle had made for me. I assumed the woman was his mother, and she wore a long, flowery dress. She had a pretty face, deep, cherry eyes and long dark hair which flowed around her shoulders. He was bigger than me, probably about 5 or 6 years of age, and had a shock of ginger curly hair. His chubby face and squinty half smile helped me relax. Braces crisscrossed over his shoulders and held up his short trousers. He was dressed in summer clothes, and I was surprised he wasn't shivering. He didn't speak and focused intently on my toys. I'd had nightmares before and was sure I'd wake up screaming as I'd done on previous occasions. My heart thumped so hard in my chest I could hear it banging in my ears. Then the lady spoke. She talked to me very quietly, as if she knew they shouldn't be there. "This is my son James, and I hope it's all right for him to play with your toys." I nodded, and she invited me to sit with him on the floor. He loved the wooden train, and I showed him how to connect up the various parts. Strangely, I wasn't scared anymore. He was so nice. Suddenly, the door opened and my mother shouted. I was startled and almost fell backwards. "Stuart, it's 4 o'clock. Who are you talking to?" James and his mother disappeared through the wall behind me. I didn't know what to say.